40,000 feet. On your way down.
The ideas for style were coming from trying to replicate the reality of it. We know that Apollo 11 was successful, but at the time, there's so much that can go wrong. There's so much at stake.
We show you ballooning, not turning.
It's very hard in a film to visualize and create the experience of the claustrophobia.
What I wanted to tell with the story was just how challenging, how dangerous, how unforeseen this was.
The idea being that the audience is there with you. You experience every creak and sound. You try and understand how vulnerable they were. They were flying blind to a certain degree.
I wanted to really make the audience feel what it must have felt like to be hurled into space in these spacecrafts, how terrifying it was, how rickety these crafts were. You can't believe that people survived in them going down a freeway, let alone going into outer space.
And you go to turn it off, and we're going to begin the big roll. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, LED roll.
My team and I started to try to figure out how we're going to make it feel immediate and real, not like a period piece. Very tactile, brutal, visceral, experiential, and kinetic.
We have all these missions to get through: X-15, Gemini, Apollo, landing on the moon.
It was very much about trying to see what they see, hear what they hear, feel what they feel. Very much a POV-driven, first-person, almost kind of virtual reality version of 1960s space travel.
Well, how are we going to do that? Because I'm the designer. Like, what's the plan?
I wanted the whole feel of the film to reflect what it must have felt like to be going on these missions.
And play that.
Shooting with the LED screen was a gift to the actors because in most cases it probably would have been a green screen.
The LED wall is a really good example of incorporating modern-day technology into old film tricks.
You can actually get the image on film through the capsule, but you can also use them to light the set correctly with the correct image of the Earth and the orbit.
Would you look at that?
We designed a system that synchronizes the video of the LED wall to our motion base. It allows us to take the video playback. We import it into our computers that run our motion control system for the platform. And we're able to tie in the video with the base. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition. Ignition. And liftoff.
Pitch program. Roger, pitch program.
We had Seco.
There was a clarity to the light, the color. It was different visually.
We can move the motion base around at any orientation that we want.
Accelerate.
Ready, and break.
And it suddenly becomes this sort of experiential thing that we can capture for the actor as well.
It becomes a part of the scene, a part of our performances.
It's your ship now.
If a camera's in the spaceship looking out the window at the Earth, and we need to see the actors, the Earth will always track in the window throughout the LED wall as the motion base moves around. That's something that's never been done before.
You see the Earth behind you and you see the moon ahead of you, and it's like this incredible experience.
Neil, we're in a bank.
When you sit inside that spacecraft. They start spinning the LED wall. We start shaking the motion base around.
You start getting it all in camera, ultimately with a gimbal moving with the image, and JD programmed the gimbal so they would move in sync.
This gimbal that we're on would really violently shake and move. Things would spin and the Earth would go by. While physically it's kind of demanding, it makes it feel that much more real.
You get dizzy when you just walk next to that thing.
You want to find the ultimate way of providing the best image to put people in that film.
It was to transport the audience. It's a more fun way to make the film.
Some green screen and there are little X's on there and you're like supposed to watch the X's, pretend like the X's are going by and have reactions. Right now we're just gonna see it.
We were really able to immerse ourselves in that experience.
We tried to make you feel the claustrophobia, use what you see but also what you don't see, restrict the POV so they feel like they're launching. They feel like they're hovering in space.
It's to find a way to put the audience in the pilot seat. That's a powerful point of view to experience.